What's going on, people? It's Louis TC, Louis Social Method Fitnesspog, however you know me, coming at you today. And on today's episode of Weekly Pick'ems, I'm going to talk about how I did last week. I'm going to give you my picks for this week. So last week, I did great. I went 13-2, so that puts me at the year at 44-34. Shut up, phone. But, yeah, so let's see if we can do a repeat of that to make it even better because, woo, I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm still mad that I got those two wrong, but, I mean, heck, that's a good week. So let's start off with our Thursday night matchup. So our first matchup, we have the Eagles visiting the Giants. Both teams have been struggling this year, but I still expect the Eagles to win the division this year. It's going to be a division matchup, so it should be a tough game, but I have the Eagles winning this one. Then you have the Buccaneers visiting the Falcons. Both these teams have been struggling lately. I mean, the Bucs started off super hot until Ryan Fitzpatrick got benched, and then he got beat up in the octagon. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, and then the Falcons, they've been in a lot of games. I mean, last week they got blown out, but they've been in a lot of games, so it's kind of like, I don't know what to pick. We got the Falcons are at home, so you know what? I'll just go with them since they're at home. Then you got the Chargers visiting the Browns, and both of these teams have kind of been playing not exactly how I expected. Browns a little better than I expected. I still think the Browns might sneak into the playoffs, and the Chargers aren't doing as well as I thought they were. Being that the Browns are at home, and it seems like every time I pick against them, they win, and every time I pick them, they lose, and I kind of want the Browns to win, so I might just follow that trend. I'm going with the Chargers. Then you have the Colts visiting the Jets. Both of these teams are struggling. This would be, I believe, a good time to put Andrew Luck in for fantasy football because he's going to throw the ball like 50 times because they have no semblance of a running game whatsoever. And the Jets have been struggling a little bit on defense. They're okay at defense, but they've been struggling some. As for who's gonna win this game, I'm gonna go with the Jets just because they're at home. Then you have the Seahawks visiting the Raiders. So you got Beast Mode from 2 yards and out going up against his old team. So that should be interesting to see. But I can't trust the Raiders whatsoever because I have no idea what's going on. It's like David Carr after his injury last year. Now he just seems like a car that you fixed up, but it just doesn't work right for some reason. And that's how it seems like David Carr is. Like he looks hesitant out there. He doesn't look confident. And until he starts looking confident, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Then you got the Panthers at the Redskins, which I think the Redskins honestly are the best team in their division. They just haven't found a way to put it together to win. Like I said, I still think the Eagles are going to win it, and probably the Cowboys will sneak out of it too. I think the Redskins overall are the best team. They just haven't figured out a way to win yet. But Redskins are at home against the Panthers. Panthers haven't been doing that great either. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Redskins. Then you got the Bills visiting the Texans. The Texans won a big game last week. That should be a really good confidence boost for them. So I like him for that. Deshaun Watson, he's not looking like how he did his rookie year. He's having a lot of those sophomore slump troubles. But I like the way the Texans' defensive line is playing. I mean, they got kind of lit up a little bit in the second half, but you know what? They held in there. They made a stop when they really needed it. So I'm going to go with the Texans since they're at home. Then you got the Cardinals at the Vikings. Vikings, they still got that defense, but it hasn't been as great as it has in the past, or at least hasn't been performing as well as it has in the past. And the Cardinals are still struggling. They finally found a way to win last week by giving it to David Johnson. He got into the end zone twice. I don't think David Johnson's going to have as good of a game against the Vikings. And the Vikings are at home, so I got to go with the Vikings. You got the Steelers visiting the Bengals. Bengals have been playing really good, and they always play each other tough, the Steelers and Bengals. Steelers did amazing last week, and like I said, it's always hard for me to pick against Big Ben at home. But the way their offense was looking last week, the way James Conner was playing, the way Juju was playing, the way Brown was playing, the way Big Ben was playing, I mean, like that whole team was clicking. If they can do anything like that this week, they should take this game too. I'm going with the Steelers. You got the Bears visiting the Dolphins. Now, the Bears have been playing a lot better than I expected. Dolphins are still barely holding on to first place, but I think this is the last week that they're going to be in first place. I believe they're tied with the Patriots at the moment. So the Dolphins are going to lose this week, so I'm picking the Bears, and then the Patriots will be taking over that first place and just running away with the division. But yeah, Bears on this game. Then you got the Rams at the Broncos. Now, this is a bit of a tricky game. Like, the Rams, they can stop you from throwing the ball, but if you run the ball on them, people have been getting by on them. Like, people have been moving the ball by just running it. They can't seem to stop the run. The Broncos can't seem to throw the ball, but they have a pretty good running attack. So you know that's the way the Broncos are going to approach this game. But hopefully, the Rams defensive coordinator can come up with something to stack the box up a little bit more. Hopefully help out that run defense. But again, I mean, the Rams have shown time and time again whether they're winning close games or blowing people out. I mean, last week they had 2 of their top receivers go down with concussions, and they still found a way to win. So it's going to be really hard for me to pick against them. But this isn't one of those games. I gotta go with the Rams. We got the Ravens visiting the Titans. Titans lost last week. I thought they were gonna win. I thought they had the ball rolling a little bit, but from what it looks like, the Titans are having a really hard time scoring. Their defense is doing good though. They're stopping people from scoring. But the Ravens have been scoring and stopping people from scoring. So even though the Ravens are visiting the Titans, I gotta go with the Ravens. Then you got the Jaguars visiting the Cowboys. Cowboys lost a tough game last week, but you know, they played pretty decent. But I don't know what's going on with that offense. I don't know what they're doing out there. They probably need to shake things up a little bit. Maybe put in the backup quarterback, as my friend was saying they need to try, or fire the head coach, change it up. Ooh, excuse me. They need to change something, but I don't see the Cowboys beating the Jaguars.
Then the next game we got the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the New England Patriots. Now the Chiefs are undefeated, and I know I've been saying I'm not going to pick against them until I find a reason to pick against them. But last week, they had a real test, but they passed flying colors. Chiefs are a really good team, but they are one of the worst defensive teams, but they're one of the best third down defensive teams. So that helps them out as well. But the Patriots are at home, and the Patriots have been rolling. And it might be just because I'm a homer, but because of that, I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots on this one. So I did see the Chiefs losing their first game, so the Patriots. And then to round it out, we have the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Green Bay Packers. Now I picked against the Packers last week, and I was being crazy about it, but hey, the Lions somehow did it. The Packers aren't playing as well as some people have expected them to. Some people are now saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any help, but you know, Tom Brady's in there. That's pretty good. Rodgers, whenever he doesn't have any receivers, for some reason he doesn't do that well. But whatever, Rodgers is better. But yeah, so on this one, I'm gonna have to go with the Packers just because they're at home. Packers over 49ers. So there you have it. Those are my picks this week. Let me know what you think down below. What I got right, what I got wrong. What different picks would you choose? If you like my picks, go for it. If you like the videos, just let me know all together. Also, since you're here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get my picks for next week and any other videos that I upload. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and again, thanks for watching. Laters.